There are places on earth that seem touched by something divine, where every color feels richer, every breath deeper, and every sound carries an ancient rhythm. One of those places is Bali, an island so full of spirit it's been called the Island of the Gods. Floating in the heart of the Indonesian archipelago, Bali is more than a destination. It's a living prayer, an island shaped by fire, time, and faith. Volcanoes rise above clouds like sleeping guardians. Sacred rivers wind through jungles dense with myth. And along its coasts, the sea whispers the same stories it has told for centuries. Here, the spiritual and the earthly intertwine, not in grand monuments, but in daily life. Every flower, every gesture, every sunrise is a quiet offering to the unseen. Before the day truly begins, the island already breathes with ritual. In the villages, as the first light touches the palms, Balinese women step barefoot across the courtyards, balancing trays of flowers, incense, and rice. Each small basket, called Kanang Sari, is a gift to the gods, and a reminder of harmony between humans, nature, and spirit. This daily act isn't performance, it's presence, a rhythm of gratitude repeated millions of times every single day. In Bali, life isn't divided between sacred and mundane. The sacred is the mundane. Bali's beauty was born of destruction. Millennia ago, volcanoes tore through the earth, sculpting the island with rivers of fire. From that chaos rose Mount Agung, the towering, restless heart of Bali. To the Balinese, Agung isn't just a mountain. It is the axis of the universe, the spiritual center from which all energy flows. Every temple, every home is built in alignment with it. To live in harmony here means to live in awareness of the mountain's power and its grace. When Agung erupted in 1963, ash fell across the island. But rather than seeing only devastation, the people saw renewal, the earth's reminder of creation and balance. It's a belief that defines Bali itself, that beauty often blooms from impermanence. Bali holds over 10,000 temples, each one a whisper to the divine. Some perch on cliffs above the roaring sea. Others hide deep within the jungle where vines reclaim ancient stone. Uluwatu, the temple of the edge, stands like a guardian over the ocean. As the sun sets, the cliffs glow gold, and the sound of the waves merges with the chanting of monks. It's said that spirits dwell here, watching over the island. Tirta Impul, by contrast, invites the body into prayer. Here, pilgrims line up beneath fountains, washing away misfortune in crystal water that flows from sacred springs. Each drop carries the weight of centuries and the promise of renewal. And then there's Besaki, the mother temple. Built on the slopes of Mount Agung, it's not just a structure, but a living organism of devotion. Layer upon layer of shrines, gates, and altars stretching toward the heavens. During ceremonies, thousands gather here, not as tourists or individuals, but as threads in the same cosmic fabric.
If the temples are Bali's spirit, its landscapes are the body, lush, fertile, and alive. From above, the island seems painted in 1,000 shades of green. Terraced rice fields curve across the hillsides like living sculpture. The most famous, Tegalalang and Jatiluwi, are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The rice terraces are more than scenic beauty. They're a symbol of community and harmony. For over 1,000 years, Balinese farmers have followed the subak system, an ancient irrigation network guided by temple priests. It's not just about water, it's about balance, respect, and cooperation. The land feeds the people, and the people feed the land. And then there's Bali's heartland, Ubud. Here, jungle vines hang heavy over river gorges, and the air hums with the scent of rain. Artists, healers, and seekers have been drawn here for generations, chasing the same quiet energy that seeps from the earth itself. It's a place where creativity feels less like invention and more like remembering. Every evening, when the sun lowers behind the palms, the island tells its stories through movement and flame. Balinese dance isn't entertainment, it's mythology in motion. The Kechak, perhaps the most famous, tells the epic of the Ramayana through rhythmic chanting and firelight. Dozens of voices merge into one heartbeat, a human orchestra invoking gods and demons alike. Each gesture, each glance is deliberate, passed down through generations. Eyes dart, fingers tremble, and hips shift in divine precision. In Bali, dance is not performed for the gods, but with them. And as the fire burns and the music rises, you can feel it, the island breathing through its people. Beyond the jungles and mountains lies another realm, the sea. From the black sands of Ahmed to the golden curves of Seminyak, the ocean defines Bali's rhythm. To the east, divers descend into coral kingdoms, shipwrecks turned into living reefs. To the south, the cliffs of Uluwatu fall away into turquoise infinity. And to the west, at Tanah Lot, a temple sits on a lone rock, surrounded by tides that rise and fall like a heartbeat. The Balinese say the ocean is where the gods rest after their journey through the world. Here, salt and spirit become one. Bali's true wonder, however, isn't just its temples or beaches, it's its people. Hospitality here isn't a profession, it's a philosophy. There's a warmth that greets you not as a stranger, but as family returning home. In Balinese culture, life revolves around banjar, local community groups that share responsibility for ceremonies, festivals, and support. It's a collective heartbeat, ensuring that no one stands alone. Even in modern times, amidst tourism and transformation, the island's soul remains intact, protected by the invisible web of ritual and respect. Festivals continue, temples still echo with prayers, and the rhythm of offerings, small, simple, sincere, carries on.
But paradise is never without its contrasts. Behind Bali's serenity lies a delicate balance between tradition and change, between nature and need. Tourism has brought prosperity, but also pressure. The island's natural resources strain under millions of visitors each year. And yet, even amidst the noise, the Balinese spirit endures. Many locals are leading a quiet revolution, returning to organic farming, preserving coral reefs, teaching younger generations the old ways. Their message is simple. The gods did not need grand temples. They only ask that we remember our place in the web of life. As the sun dips low, the island begins to glow. From the cliffs to the coast, from the mountain peaks to the smallest village shrines, Bali breathes out one final prayer for the day. The scent of frangipani mixes with ocean salt. Children's laughter fades into the hum of crickets, and somewhere, a gamelan begins to play, delicate notes dissolving into twilight. In that moment, time feels slower. You realize that Bali isn't a place to visit, it's a place to feel. Maybe the gods who gave Bali its name never truly left. Maybe they live on in every wave, every offering, every smile that meets you along the road. Because here, faith isn't hidden in temples, it's written into the earth itself. And if you listen closely enough, you can still hear it. The island breathing, the gods whispering,
the heart of Bali, eternal and alive.